It could have not been a better start for the Sun Devils in their exhibition matchup against Nate last Saturday.
Yeah, Arizona State really fought back in that second game. But let's go to that first game, Tyler. A lot of walks for this Arizona State pitching staff. Defense kind of got on their heels. You saw some errors from Carter Aldretti, but he got it back in the second game, really got the bat going. That's the guy who's going to be a veteran presence on his team, although he's only a sophomore. But you got to look at guys like Gage Canning, a real bright spot for this team, being really a leader in that junior spot. It's rare. He's not even a senior, but that's what he provides. Lyle Lynn doing what he did last year, bringing that. And then another guy who's pretty new, Spencer Torkelson. This guy's got a ton of pop on his bat. This guy is going to be special for them.
They are missing two of their three top point leaders from last year, Robbie Belargian, Wade Murphy. Who's going to step up and get the production up that Greg Powers is expecting?
Well, for Arizona State, it's a huge confidence boost coming off a win. Winning is something they have not been able to do a lot this season. We've talked about it time and time again. This is really a rebuilding season for Arizona State, as we expect them to be a lot better next year.
But the key things are going to be, especially for Andrew Snow, moving from that second base spot over to third. It's a whole different world in the hot corner, as they call it. Over there, he's only going to have about 90 to 100 feet of reaction time, where at second base, you can play deeper back and almost have 130 feet to react to a ball. You have to be more range over there at second, but third base, you have to have a cannon, and that's something they believe Andrew Snow has. Walker already becoming a household name to Sun Devil fans, as he could be one of the most exciting college hockey players to watch this season. The Final Four will span over 4 full days, meaning the Westgate District will be on lockdown starting Friday afternoon all the way through Monday night's championship game. Hey, gotta love what Power said there, Kyle. These guys exciting to see what they're gonna do this year in their leadership roles. Ray, this is the third season, second full slate of NCAA games. What have you seen from this growing Sun Devil hockey team?
He shows signs of brilliance. At the same time, he gives you a lot of doubt. So I want to see him work in the offseason, but he's my biggest disappointment.
You see Jordan Masters get pinned up onto the boards, which leads to a 3-on-2 breakout play for the Engineers. They convert, go top shelf with the goal, and then they score right away 25 seconds later to go up 2-0. Really get the momentum going for the team.
Although the Oregon Ducks have already won the series, Arizona State looks to get back on top tomorrow here at Farrington Stadium at 1 o'clock. For Cronkite Sports, I'm Joe Constantin.
UMass is coming into Tempe this year looking for revenge over the Sun Devils. ASU last year headed up to Amherst and gave the Minutemen a sweep, but now UMass is coming into Tempe fully loaded. They'll have a number 4 draft pick with them, as well as the largest freshman class in the country. Stay tuned to cronkitenews.azpbs.org throughout the week for continuing Final Four coverage. In the broadcast center, I'm Joe Constantin. You mentioned Cale McCarr. I do think he is that big of a difference maker, as well as their incoming freshman class. I think it's going to be too much for the Arizona State Sun Devils to handle tonight, but it's something that we're going to have to see throughout this game.
Because for the first time in a decade, ASU softball is not in the top 25. Surprising to most, because this team started off very strong, found themselves in the top 10 at the beginning of the season, but now they're finding themselves out of the top 25. They have to win this weekend, and they have to win out, because if they don't, there's going to be no postseason for ASU softball for the first time in a decade in a very sad Tempe, Arizona.
And Sky Harbor Airport will be bracing for an influx of fans from both coasts, as both North and South Carolina making the finals, along with Pacific Northwest fans flying in to support the Oregon Ducks and Gonzaga.
We have team coverage on the big week ahead as the Final Four descends on the Valley.
Both Phoenix and Glendale law enforcement are joining forces to make sure everything goes smoothly as the Valley hosts its 3rd national sporting event in as many years.
Reporters Tyler Paley and Joe Constantin have the details.
The Final Four itself is just part of an entire weekend of events, expected to draw more than 100,000 people to the Valley.
That's right, Tyler, and agencies are working towards Valley-wide to maintain order, and they told me today that they're relying on past experiences to make next week safe for everyone.
First, the Super Bowl in 2015. Then, the College Football Championship in 2016. And now, this weekend, the NCAA Men's Basketball Final Four. Law agencies and Valley leaders say, game on.
Our job is to keep you safe, and much like officials in a game, if we're detracting you from the experience, you're not having a good time. We're here to ensure that you have a good time and that you remain safe in your time here in the Valley.
We're making sure that we're properly staffed so we have maximum deployment, but at the same time too, working with our regional partners, we really have great connection points and great communication, so that's why we're encouraging people to really take public transportation, because getting in and out of downtown Phoenix is going to be a challenge.
When it comes to the games in Glendale, the city is encouraging fans to come early and stay late due to multiple road closures around the stadium.
The Final Four will span over 4 full days, meaning the Westgate District will be on lockdown starting Friday afternoon all the way through Monday night's championship game.
When I say lockdown, I mean things that are coming in and out, even vendors that are coming in and out of the footprint will be screened. We'll make sure that everybody is safe in how they're approaching and the directions that they're coming, and allowing for traffic control to maintain the roadways that they need to maintain so that the people coming and going can still get in and out of the venue as well.
Glendale and Phoenix leaders say they are confident in their third go-around with a national sporting event and simply just want the fans to enjoy the experience, but keep a keen eye.
You've heard it multiple times today. If you see something that doesn't look right, say something about it.
And Sky Harbor Airport will be bracing for an influx of fans from both coasts, as both North and South Carolina making the finals, along with Pacific Northwest fans flying in to support the Oregon Ducks and Gonzaga.